Alrighty, everybody, so we finally have Season 3, the season of the Cryomancer for Mortal Kombat 1, now added into the game. It is now live, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over all the new content that we've got for Season 3. If you enjoyed these type of videos and you want to see more videos from me, make sure you leave a like on this video. Your support very much does go a long way. Subscribing to the channel so you don't miss content from me is also very much appreciated. And go ahead and follow me on all of my socials. Join my Discord if you guys need a community to talk to and you guys want friends to play with, and keep up with my updates over on Twitter as well. Links are all in the description below. Now, unfortunately, Mortal Kombat 1 was pretty much shut down. The servers were down and you couldn't access pretty much anything. You couldn't access online. You couldn't access the new content that we got. You couldn't play Quan Chi throughout most of the day, which is today is Thursday, and this was the release of this content. And it's unfortunate that, you know, this game is very online heavy, because once a fluke like this happens, well, what the hell? The entire game is just unplayable. Like, you bought a $70 game, maybe even $100, and a fluke happens like this. Now, again, a fluke is a fluke. This isn't a normal thing, but we don't want this to happen at all. No matter if there's a fluke in the servers or not, we don't want to play a $100 game, a $70 game that is essentially unplayable. We can't even start to even think about playing the game, because you can't, because the servers are down and everything about this game is online, and you can't play it. And when the servers go down, the things that are online go shut down as well. But anyways, it's in the past now. I really hope this doesn't happen again. I really hope that there's a fix to where, like, a lot of the good content, or a lot of the main content that you play, the essentials, are still playable even when the servers are down. You may not be able to play online, but you can still play invasions. You can still access your characters. You can still access your skins and things like that. So I hope in future updates we can get something like that. It shouldn't be the state of the game should not be where it is right now. But anyways, sorry, let's get on with the update. So as you see right here, 'tis the season. A new Winter Wonderland stage is now in Mortal Kombat 1, and it's a variant of the Gateway stage. Honestly, when I first saw it over on Twitter, I thought this was the Tarkatan War Camp. I couldn't even recognize what stage it was. It is so beautiful, and we'll go over it later in this video. But first, let's go over the basics here. We have Quan Chi. Today is Quan Chi Day. Quan Chi has finally been released for Mortal Kombat 1. And as you can see here, his palettes are, well, actually, he doesn't actually have new skins. If you go over to his character mastery, and we're going to go over that right now, you'll notice that he doesn't actually have new skins. Like, his clothes don't change, which is kind of unfortunate. But look, DLC characters never get anything, so it's not like I really expected too much customization features out of them, but it still shouldn't be that way. I feel like you should put in a lot of effort for your characters. But anyways, his character mastery goes up and is capped at level 20, so he doesn't have as many levels as the rest of the cast, which I think is around, what, 30 or something like that? Let me see. Yeah, 35. Quan Chi is only 20, and as you can see right here, you get some brutalities, you get tons, you get concept art, and his skins, his customizable skins, is actually his skin. Like, his clothes don't change, but his skin changes. This one actually doesn't look that bad. But yeah, I kind of wish that we got different clothes, but his design is good. But you know, it's good to have a variety in customization. I don't want to feel limited to one thing. But yes, his character mastery is capped at 20, not at 35. And if you were wondering, Chameleon does not come out, but Chameleon is up on the character select, or that cameo select screen. But Chameleon does not come out until January. No specific release date yet. But yes, she only comes out, or she isn't out until January. As you know, the Shrine updates every season, and we're going to be going over some of the more notable things that we get in the Shrine. Now that we've completed the Shrine, let's go over some of the more notable items in the Shrine this season. So the one that I absolutely love, and I'm such a big fan of, is the hooded Liu Kang skin. The hooded Liu Kang from the story mode earlier on in Chapter 1 is now a playable skin in Mortal Kombat 1. Another very notable thing that a lot of Mileena fans may like is the festival skin from the story mode is now also in the shrine. So over in the shrine, if you want the Mileena festival skin, go over to the shrine, spend your coins, and you may be able to get it. I got all of her palettes and stuff. All of her palettes and the different colors are right there. So yeah, if you want this festival skin for Mileena and you want that watchful patron or the hooded Liu Kang skin, definitely go over to the shrine. It's the only way you're going to be able to get it. Another notable thing that is in the shrine is his hair. He has a new hair gear piece, and it's not the same as MK4, but it's almost there. I can see what they were trying to do with it. This definitely looks like sort of like a modern version of MK4, but I know a lot of people are asking for this. I mean, personally, I'm okay with Reiko's hair. I think this is totally fine. But if you want a more MK4 looking hairstyle for Reiko, well, guess what? Now you have it. I think in MK4 he had gray hair on the sides though. So again, I don't think it's entirely MK4. This definitely isn't Mortal Kombat Armageddon. But still, I think this is a cool gear piece for Reiko, and I know a lot of people were asking for a different hairstyle for Reiko. Now you got it, and once again, it is in the shrine. All right, so let's go over some of the things that you can get in the store, both premium items and the seasonal items. So in the premium item shop, look what you got here, Mrs. Claus Katana. I think this is really good. I actually very much do like this katana skin. You see that the white fox is wrapped around her, and I think this is a fantastic skin. I might actually get it, but hey, if you look at the price, it's only 500 dragon crystals. That's $5. Now, an individual skin shouldn't really be $5, but you know what? It's better than 10. Now, unfortunately, the Krampus skin for Shao Kahn, which I like this Krampus skin. This is a great skin for Shao Kahn. I like Krampus. I like the whole aesthetic of Krampus. This is a good skin for Shao Kahn. Unfortunately, it also is 1,000 dragon crystals, which means it's $10. But this is $5. A step in the right direction, if I'm being real. A $5 skin, you know what? I can get behind that. A $10 skin, no. But $5, you know what? Not bad. Not bad. I don't know why. This is only 300, so this is $3. But this is a reskin. I don't know why this is a premium shop exclusive. Because as you know, there's a little star in the icon. And if the star is there, that means you can only get this item in the premium store. So if it doesn't have the mark, then you can get it somewhere else. But yeah, I don't know why they would put something like this in the store when like this is just a recolor. I mean, it's a nice color, but yeah, it's not something that I would personally get or spend money on. But you know, this Mrs. Claus Katana one, I might drop $5 for this one. This one, yeah, sure. And hey, good on NetherRealm for listening and not pricing every single skin as $10. This is only $5. So hopefully, maybe this might be some copium, but hopefully they will listen to us and maybe start putting out the skins for $5 instead of 10. So a step in the right direction. I mean, we still have that $10 skin for Krampus Shao Kahn or General Shao, but you know, Mrs. Claus Katana, I'll spend $5 on this one. You also got other premium shop items like this rain color. Again, these are all Christmas colors, red and green. There's one for Kenshi. There's one for Sindel, and these are all premium store exclusive. As you can see, the mark is on it right here. And then you got this Santa's Helper, an elf skin for Reptile. This is $8. Again, a little on the expensive side. I mean, I was a big fan of the price of right here for Mrs. Claus Katana for $5. This is $8. Again, I wish this was $5, but you know what? This is also a really good skin. I very much do like this skin. But a step in the right direction as well. Now, also, the Seasonal Finishers bundle is back into the store. Unfortunately, I can't show you guys what that is. Number one, because I didn't buy the bundle, and I don't really know if I want to pay a bundle for fatalities, because $10 for 3 fatalities is a little bit too much to ask for. But the Christmas fatality was added. I'm not going to show it, unfortunately. You guys can look it up on YouTube. It is there. I also don't want to get my video demonetized. I don't want to pay the $10, and I also don't want to get my video demonetized because I'm going to show a fatality on the screen. So yes, the seasonal finisher bundle is there. You get the Halloween, you get the Christmas one, and you get the Thanksgiving fatality, and the Christmas one is now available for you to use as well. Now let's go over to the seasonal items. Again, like I did with the last season, I'm not going to go over every single seasonal item because, you know, that would take too much time, but I'll go over some of the ones that I like the most. So as you know, this is the season of Sub-Zero, or the Cryomancer season. So this is all the stuff that you would get for Sub-Zero. I actually kind of like this one, this frozen mask. I think this is actually pretty neat. So I'm going over some of the seasonal items. Oh, actually, this isn't that bad. I kind of like this one. Oh, wow. They gave Kuai Liang the scar, because as we know, Kuai Liang is Scorpion in this game, in this new timeline. And they give him the scar, and he's wearing blue. Are you serious? Come on. We knew what you were doing. This mask was really ridiculous. We know what you were doing, NetherRealm. We knew what you were doing, giving him the scar and dressing him in blue. I like the skin. It looks nice. It looks pretty, but like, hey, come on, NetherRealm. You knew what you were doing there. You knew what you were doing there. But I honestly am not really a big fan of these skins. I really like the last one better. They're all I mean, there are always going to be recolors, but I'm not really sure if I'm digging every single one of them. But if you go over to your main character and you want to get a seasonal item for them, go ahead and check them out yourself. You know, like you may actually have a character and a skin to go with them that you like. Remember, the DLC characters do not have seasonal items. That includes Quan Chi. I'm actually surprised Quan Chi doesn't have one because he's a Mortal Kombat character. I kind of like sort of understood why Omni-Man doesn't have one because he's a guest character, but Quan Chi, a Mortal Kombat character, doesn't have a seasonal item, which is pretty unfortunate. But I'm not really liking these seasonal item skins, if I'm being real. There are some that I like. Some of the Sub-Zero ones I actually might get. The Scorpion one, some of them are actually pretty good. I think this one's all right. But yeah, not really digging this season, unfortunately, in terms of the color palettes. But yeah, but hey, again, like I said, if you have a main character, go over to them and select them and see if you like what you see. So if you tune into the Kombat Cast, you would know that there are no new mesas for this season, for Season 3, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, I don't really play Invasions too much, so it's not like it was a big deal for me, but, you know, hey, more content is more content. I would have appreciated a new map, but hopefully in Season 4 we'll get it. But we're going to have to look at and see, hey, is there a new strategy for Season 3 to farm XP? I know a lot of people tried my Wuxi Temple or the Wuxi Academy Mesa strategy. A lot of people noted that, hey, another way you can do it is by doing the Gateway Towers or doing the Progressive Tower, the Seasonal Tower in the Gateway Mesa. That can also be very true for Season 3. I'd have to look into that to see if you truly do gain a lot of XP for this season. But once we find out a new method to farm XP for Season 3, I'm going to make a video for that. So stay tuned on this channel for that video. So as I noted, we have a new stage variant for the Gateway stage, the Winter Wonderland Christmas themed variant for the Gateway stage. I am a huge fan of this stage now because I thought this was the more boring stage in the game, but this makes it like one of my more favorite stages now, just specifically this variant. I've been asking for seasonal stages for a long time, and now we finally have it, and the Halloween one and the Christmas one looks so freaking great. I love this. Season 3 also consisted of a new balance patch. Now, you know how the last balance patch consisted of a lot of nerfs? Well, this patch actually consists of a lot of buffs for the cameo fighters, and this is something that we have been asking for. We've been saying, hey, don't really be nerfing characters all the time with every single balance patch. We want buffs, like make other characters stronger, and that's what they did in this balance patch. Now, I'm not going to be going over every single change because this is not a balance patch video, but I will say that the Kung Lao cameo Hello Hat has been nerfed, so if you do a string and you cancel it out into the low hat, or you cancel it into the low hat, it is now -3. You're still safe on block, but you are less safe, and it is not your turn anymore. So you have to think a little bit more, a little harder when using the Kung Lao cameo. But this isn't really the biggest nerf for the character. It is still a strong cameo to use. You're still plus 54 when you throw it out point blank like this. You're still plus whatever the hell. You're plus a lot when you throw it out there like this. But you can't be like canceling into the string, canceling low hat after a string, and then expecting to like be like plus 5 million like last time. So that's really good. Another thing that I actually really like that's going to change the game a lot is the Cyrax cameo buff. One of the things that got buffed for Cyrax is that when you use his net, he actually drains meters. So I'm going to use the Cyrax net right here, and as you see, it drains meters. So hey, even though this Cyrax nerf was the buzzsaw one was nerfed, and it's basically not really the one that you want to be, the move you want to be throwing out there all the time, guess what? Cyrax has a new purpose now, like draining meter, and you don't have to, and you only lose like half your cameo bar for it. That is insane. Like, that is really freaking good. Again, there are a lot of changes, and there are a lot of buffs to a lot of other cameos, and I'll link the full patch notes in the description of this video if you guys want to read them. But this is a step in the right direction. Now what I hope they do is buff some other like weak main characters, but buffing the cameo characters, this is a step in the right direction. We've been wanting to see more buffs for the lesser used cameos instead of just nerfing. Another quality of life change that was added into this new update is that if you go over to the practice mode, you'll note that you can finally turn off the HUD. It is so weird how I'm excited to turn off the HUD in practice mode, because this is just a thing that's in fighting games. Like, this is just a default feature in the practice mode, but it was not here on launch, and now it is finally here. Oh wait, hold on, let me turn off the frame data information right there so you guys can actually see it in full. And there we go. Finally, you can have cinematic combos for those who do combo videos and like to do like these really nice edited videos and things like that. Now you finally have the opportunity to do so. You don't have to buy the PC version and download a mod for that. No, it is now finally in all versions of the game. I'm very happy this is the case. We're moving in the right direction when it comes to quality of life changes for Mortal Kombat 1. Moving in the right direction. I am glad to see where Mortal Kombat 1 is going. Now, going over the Kombat League rewards. These are all the Kombat League rewards you're going to get. If you get to Warrior rank, you're going to get a Sub-Zero skin. If you get to Grandmaster rank, you're going to get the Smoke skin. And then if you get to Elder God, you'll get a Rain skin, all themed for the season of the Cryomancer. I reached Elder God every season so far. For season 1, I got to Elder God. For season 2, I got to Elder God. So I'm probably going to be getting all of these rewards. But as you'll see, if you get to Apprentice Combatant, you'll get these combat cards. You get some of these seasonal gear items. And yeah, so these are all the rewards that you're going to get in Kombat League. They also did finally add a Wi-Fi decline feature. Now, I will say, if I'm going to be a little bit of an ass here, I don't think this is what I meant, or this is not what I had in mind when it came to a Wi-Fi filter. But as you'll see, when I'm connecting to a match in Kombat League, I can actually decline them. Now, this is a good connection, but I can still decline. So I don't have to play with bad connection players. I would have accepted that if I wasn't filming a video, because if I was off stream and I was playing Kombat League, because he was 48 ping or 48 ms, whatever you want to say. But this is a step. This is good enough. I will take this. What I actually had in mind was that you can set your settings to find only like 5-bar connection people, or 100 ping connected people, or 40 to 100 ping people. You can only search for those kind of people. That's what I had in mind. That's sort of what Street Fighter 5 has, or Street Fighter 6 has. Street Fighter 6, you can like have a setting to where you can only search for like 5-bar only connection people. That's what I meant when I was talking about a Wi-Fi filter for Mortal Kombat 1 or just in Mortal Kombat in general. But now in Kombat League, at least you have the option to decline bad connection players. So if you see somebody with like 130 ping or 120 ping, that is pretty high. Like you are at risk of having a laggy connection. So if you see somebody with 60 ping, somebody with 40 ping, somebody with 50, somebody with 70, somebody with 80, you are always going to have the option to accept those matches only. So again, if I'm being nitpicky, if I'm being an ass, I'm saying like, okay, I didn't want just a simple decline feature. I wanted to have like a filter to where I can only select these type of connected players or these type connections of players. But again, I have the option to finally not be forced to play with bad connection players. And if that is the option that I'm going to have, I am okay with it. I am happy. This is what we need. We need something like this, and we finally have it. We finally have the feature to decline bad connection players and Wi-Fi players in general. So if you see a Wi-Fi connection, you have the full authority to say, nope, I am not playing it. So again, very much happy this is in Mortal Kombat 1. Also, if you go to Classic Towers, you will see right here, intros have been added into the game. So, if you wanted to listen to the intros while you were playing the Classic Towers, because this wasn't here before, this is now possible, which I'm absolutely a big fan of. It wasn't the thing that was in the priority list for me, but I'm glad that we finally have intros for almost every single mode now. So, and this also applies to Invasions as well. Invasions also has intros at the start of the game. Kombat League also was confirmed to have intros at the start of the game as well. And now finally Classic Towers too. So a lot of people who wanted a little bit more personality in the characters that they play as and in the fights that they go into now have that option or now have that possibility. And with that, that is the big, huge Season 3 content update or the Quan Chi update that we got for MK1. Those are all the notable things that we have. And it looks like every single time we get an update, a huge update like this for the game gets better and better. And we can only hope that this trend continues. This game is still not perfect. There's still a lot of work to do, but it's headed in the right direction. Like we were asking for a Wi-Fi filter or a decline feature to decline Wi-Fi people. Guess what? Now that's added into the game. We were asking for intros to be added into the towers. Now that's in the game. We were asking for more buffs instead of more nerfs. Now that was added into the game. We now got a big, huge buff balance patch. There's so much to look forward to in the future. I can only hope that crossplay is going to be as good as I imagine it to be, because crossplay is going to be added into the game around February of 2024. So I'm very much looking forward to that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this big content update. What do you guys think about Quan Chi? What do you guys think about some of the skins that we got? And which skins are you guys looking forward to getting? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.